Hello friends, how are you? Hope you're having a good week.
Ears, lifting your toes up, placing them all the way down. Not inhale, draw your shoulders up, and exhale, rolling down the neck.
In today's video, I decided to do a routine by Ariana Elizabeth. I'm doing a video focusing on arms, shoulders, and upper back. I tend to hold a lot of my stress, anxiety, everything in my shoulders. So I felt like this would be a good routine today because I've been feeling a lot of tension and a soreness in my shoulder. So I felt like this would be a good way to loosen up those areas and help work the soreness and tension out. I felt like this sequence was very easy and beginner friendly for us new yogis. It was very effective. I felt like my shoulder felt better and it felt more mobile and a little bit more loose after this routine. I really wanted to get deep in my shoulders, so I started moving my arms and as if I'm swimming. I took a veered off her video, and I tend to do that not only in this video but in other videos. Sometimes I do things that are not in the video. If they feel good and I can get them deeper into my ligaments and my muscles, I'm going to do it. I'm very careful because I don't want to hurt myself, but I know, my limits, and that's very important. Everything, knowing your limits and knowing when to just take a break and take a moment to yourself. This week was definitely a reflection of that. I felt like I was a little overwhelmed and I definitely needed to take a moment away, gather my thoughts, process my feelings, assess where I'm at, and get back into the swing of things. I feel so much better after doing this routine with her, and I also do another routine for my neck, and I'm gonna link that below. And it's also by Ariana Elizabeth. With that one, you do need props. One day I will record. I don't have props, so I kind of use things in my house, and I definitely will record that so you guys can see literally what it is to be a new yogi, because it's all about being creative and learning, like I said before, learning your body, learning your limits, learning, and activating those muscles that you're not used to using. That's why it's very important to know your limits and know what your body can and cannot handle. And I think that's important for us to remember in our day-to-day lives as we start projects, complete projects, whether it's projects in our home, at work, with friends, with family, just knowing what we have on our plate, if we can add more, if we can't, and just finding that balance. But in that balance is also important to take that time for yourself, self-love, self-care. And for me, it's definitely yoga. And although it's yoga, this week was a little off for me. I decided to take a break. I took one day off. One, was it two? I can't remember. I was just like, I need to do yoga. My body needs it. But I just was in a headspace where I was just like, let me just journal. And that's also as important, knowing other techniques and stuff that ground you as you navigate your life and figure out what works for you, learning what grounds you, learning what centers you, learning your limits, learning your boundaries, and learning your purpose. That's what makes the difference.
When you've mastered these things, you're able to realign and quickly pinpoint what is making you off or what is going on. They have that inner dialogue of trying to figure out what your body's trying to tell you, what you may be subconsciously bringing up and not really addressing, or even if you're trying to hide or push something aside. This allows for clarity. If you can identify what your purpose, your boundaries, and all those things I just listed, you're able to drop the stress, the worry, whatever it is that's bringing the tension to your neck. You're able to get rid of it, essentially. And I know sometimes you get caught up with day to day and with processing taking that time out to process, but it's very important to find that thing that centers you, that grounds you. And no matter what you're going through, even if you don't feel like doing it, and if you know you do this one thing, you can feel a little better, or open up that dialogue with yourself to figure out, what am I feeling? What's going on? Is it internal? Is it external? And for me, like I said, it's the journaling, it's the yoga. I'm able to really dig deeper. And for me, yoga is a healing tool, and that's probably why I enjoy it so much. With healing, you also have to give yourself time to process, but knowing your purpose and knowing why you started will keep you going. So that's why it's important to identify those things within yourself.
The yogis, I hope you guys have had a great week. I will see you guys on Sunday, and I hope you guys enjoy this video and enjoy the videos link below. Bye.
Maybe come into your forearms. You're going to feel it in your hips. Drop the crown of your head. It just has to start right here. You have to genuinely believe it right here. Then bringing your palms to your lips to remind yourself to speak positively to yourself. Speak to yourself as though you would encourage a friend. Speak to yourself how you encourage a friend. Constantly remind yourself that you are totally and completely able to do whatever your heart desires. Then bringing your palms to your heart to remind yourself that you are loved and worthy, special. You absolutely matter, and you are needed in this world. Find a deep breath in Open mouth, exhale, release it out. You can flutter your eyes open. God bless, friends. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed. And if you have any questions, feel free to leave them down below. I will link my outfit and mat to in the